and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets as they play against the Detroit Pistons. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Sliding in at the wing spot, it's Ivey and Hardaway Jr. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. And it's Cunningham in at the one spot. And for Brooklyn, the guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Johnson in at the three. So we're still in the early days here of this season, but Doris, for teams getting a slow start, how worried should they be?
Well, wins and losses matter no matter when they happen, so obviously there's always a little concern. But some of this is about, do we have our full contingent of players? Is there anyone that's starting out coming off an off-season surgery? You have to figure out the context of the slow start in order to gauge how concerned you are.
Ivey passes to Duren. Ivey kicks to Harris. He's looking for Duren and finds him. Got a hand on it. Ivey against Thomas. Duren pulls it in. And the Pistons with possession. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send him double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
Wow, Ivey just takes off. That high-effort transition play, that's what will make him an asset moving forward.
And it's Schroeder missing.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Ivey, there's the drive. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Ivey's got his second basket.
And this is what you want Ivey doing, attacking lanes to the rim with confidence.
Inside, here's Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Cunningham with it. Now, Thomas defending. Johnson in the corner. Back to Simmons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham. You know, Doris, Ben Simmons has certainly had a turbulent career, hasn't he?
Oh, my goodness. There's no question, Kevin. You begin with some of the injury challenges he's had throughout. Started in his rookie season and has continued throughout some of the years. There's also been questions about the balance in his game. Obviously, perimeter shooting has been a weakness. But the first and most important thing Ben has to do is get healthy, Kevin.
That one misses. The recent history of the Nets. You know, Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times, but they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
That free throw, no good.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
He hits the second from the line. Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Break 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
And that one's good. Simmons.
That's a big-time finish by Ben Simmons. With that frame, sometimes he makes that look easy.
Hardaway against Johnson. Hardaway kicks to Ivy. Duren sets the screen for Ivy. Thomas against Ivy. Now here's Johnson. He's guarded closely. Thomas passes to Simmons. Shot clock at 6. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Guard skills, but a big-time forward or center-type body. Ben Simmons making it happen inside.
Cunningham passes to Duren. Ivy with it. Fires the 3. Headshot off. Thomas against Ivy. Outside for Simmons. Pass to Johnson. Outside Thomas. 6 to shoot. Now Johnson. Guarded by Hardaway. The 3 from Thomas. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 1. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor. All right, a chance to check out the stats for Harris. Last year, getting it done. Last season put up about 17 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. To the paint, here's Cunningham. The rebound by the Nets. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Picked by Finney-Smith. There's the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Detroit, no good that time either. The Nets with the lead. Oh, the lob for Simmons. It's stolen by Duren. By himself. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Well, you can see Tim Hardaway is in his element right now. This guy, a solid transition player. He knows where to get to.
Outside Thomas. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And he gets one to fall, and now one out of his first 4.
Now Cunningham. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Duren with a screen on Schroeder. Cunningham. Another shot, and Duren lays it in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Simmons looking it over. Detroit with the rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds in this game. Johnson against Hardaway. Duren sets the screen for Hardaway. It's good from the top of the key. Hardaway has got his second basket of the game.
Well, in today's NBA, you've got to be able to play in pick and roll, and Hardaway doing work right there.
Thomas up top. Ivy defending. Thomas kicks to Finney-Smith. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 4 on the shot clock. And here's Simmons for 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. The Pistons leading. Pass to Cunningham. A rebound by the Nets.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Number 5 is Jalen Duren.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
No good on the free throw.
Say what you want about Ben Simmons and sometimes the challenges he has on the offensive end. He is a hard-playing defensive force who has windows of opportunity where he contributes offensively.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Detroit also making some changes. Fontecchio's coming in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Malik Beasley in for Cade Cunningham. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Johnson outside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Johnson's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Harris outside. Pass to Beasley. Duren with the screen on Thomas. No good from Beasley. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Nets. Now here's Thomas. And it's Jaden Ivey with the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Brownie's checked in, and it's Wilson in for Cameron Johnson. And then for Detroit, Stewart comes in for Duren, and it's Williams in for Jaden Ivey. Pass to Wilson. Here's Milton. They set the screen. Knocks down the 3 ball.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons in the midst of a long rebuild. 2 seasons in a row at the bottom of the league standings. Last season, they had the worst record in this once-proud franchise's history. That counts the record-setting 28-game losing streak that they had. It's pretty clear that this could be a long road back to redemption. Kevin?
Yeah, could is the operative word. This could be indeed. David, thank you. Again, the Nets for 2. Pistons trail by 5. Now here's Williams. Stewart with the screen on Milton. Williams finds Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Stewart with the steal. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Thomas against Beasley. Bounce pass, Thomas. And here is Milton. 5 points in the game. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Harris. From 17 feet out, here's Stewart. It's good on the putback. And the Pistons lead by 1.
They are just killing them on the interior.
To the wing right side. Harris outside. Pass to Williams. Back to Harris. Six on the shot clock. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Milton against Williams. Pass to Claxton. Here's Clowney. Some solid defense from Harris. Detroit's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And the dunk by Stewart.
And credit Harris for creating that high percentage look, scanning the floor and finding the best option.
Milton with it. Williams picks him up. A shot's good for Milton.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And good that time.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Milton against Williams. Outside Thomas. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Some solid defense from Harris. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's Detroit up 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pistons.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And they've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Pistons leading by 3. We've got Johnson. Ben Simmons is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Williams. And it's Wilson in at the 3 spot. So that's the Nets 5. This one for 3. Wilson grabs the board.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Claxton against Reed. The kick out to Williams. 3-pointer. He can't get it to go. Pistons shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible. This is what Ben Simmons does, guys. If someone's open, he will find him.
Beasley, the pass to Hardaway. Beasley sets a screen for Hardaway. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Nets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Hardaway against Williams. Now here's Simmons. He's tightly guarded. Outside Wilson. Simmons passes to Claxton. Simmons inside. Stewart on him. Johnson, a wide open look. Offensive rebound, Nets. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Outside Williams. A 3-ball. And the 3-ball is good. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Reed down low. Claxton covering. Beasley, the pass to Fonjecchio. Hardaway against Williams. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Hardaway has got 6.
There has to be a certain amount of focus if you're going to be a great scorer. And Hardaway Jr. showing right there, he's locked in.
On the wing, Johnson, covered by Beasley. Top of the key. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 3.
What a nice response by Claxton. Knew exactly where it was coming off and sends it in.
Here's Hardaway. Good defense by Claxton.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And Brooklyn making a change here. Conley's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Holland, he's checked in for Paul Reed. Here's Beasley. He has yet to score. Pass to Stewart. Back to Beasley. Beyond the arc. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
We know Mr. Beasley wants to drain it from distance, especially if you give him any kind of space.
Here's Wilson. Johnson outside. Stewart with the steal. To the middle. And he jams it with authority.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr., a better playmaker than maybe people think. This guy very good at breaking the defense down.
Williams with the ball. Now Johnson. Claxton a screen on Beasley. Stewart with the steal. Hardaway from outside. The Pistons rebound. Beasley kicks to Stewart. Johnson against Beasley. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Cans it from downtown. Now it's a 5-point Detroit lead.
He doesn't need a lot of daylight. Stretches the defense night in and night out.
Pass to Clowney. Will it go? Inside. Tries it from 19. Detroit with the rebound.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Beasley finds Stewart. And another 3 for Detroit. Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Johnson. And then for Detroit, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Holland. And Kate Cunningham subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Johnson outside. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Cunningham passes to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
Cunningham against Wilson. Pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. It's stolen by Duren. To the inside. Here's Stewart. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Nets trail by 8. Down low, here's Finney-Smith. And finish off by Finney-Smith.
Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
Pass to Duren. Kicks it out to Beasley. Over Williams. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Johnson outside. Now Claxton. Back to Johnson. Fast break Detroit. Here's Fontecchio. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Nick Claxton.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Thomas comes in for Williams. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Wilson. Thomas kicks it over to Schroeder. Clock at 6. Picked by Finney-Smith. And they call an illegal screen here. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Monday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Detroit. Harris against Simmons. 13 feet away. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Harris has got 6.
He has become a pure shooter. And from mid-range, Harris is deadly.
Outside Thomas. From past the arc. Rebound by the Pistons. Harris, right side. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Taking a look here at some stats for Cunningham. Great showing for him last season. He averaged 22 points a game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds, and he paced the whole team in points per game last season.
Well, his teammates understood that he was their best option, and understandably, they got him the rock.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Cunningham against Simmons. Johnson the pass to Simmons. Thomas up top. Pass to Finney-Smith, trying to get something going. Detroit with the rebound. Hardaway has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ivy on the wing. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Duran. Back to Ivy. Harris looking it over. Shot's good by Duran. Duran's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pistons. Schroeder against Cunningham. Schroeder outside. Johnson for 3. Traps in the tray. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The catch and shoot is exactly what you're looking for. Cam Johnson, one of the best shooters in the league.
Ivy with a screen for Harris. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn.
Timeout.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Thomas kicks to Simmons. Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Duran. Johnson the pass to Finney-Smith. 6 to shoot. The lead now cut to single digits.
That's a big-time finish by Dorian Finney-Smith. Don't let that lean frame fool you.
The Nets shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Duran, his first personal, first team foul.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
All right,
1:57 left in the first half. Pass to Ivy. And here's Harris from the arc. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one.
And really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
Here's Schroeder. Again, the Nets for 2.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Duren down low. Working on Finney-Smith. Duren the pass to Hardaway. A rebound by the Nets. Simmons got 6 rebounds in the game.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and a nice finish by him.
Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut back down to single digits on a much-needed basket there from Thomas. Pass to Ivy. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Schroeder looking around. 12 seconds left to play in the first half. Fires from deep. That shot missing. And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Please arrange for your attention to the second quarter. Get ready for the fans.
2 quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on the schedule. It'll be the Hawks against the Pelicans out in New Orleans. That one gets going at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Close matchup. Should be a good battle.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Detroit Pistons.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest. Can't ask for more than that.
Wash, rinse, repeat. You guys wouldn't understand that because it involves shampooing. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the floor for Detroit, the backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 slot. Here's Duren. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Duren. Nets trail by 11. Schroeder passes to Johnson. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Finney-Smith's got the first bucket of the third here for the Nets. Schroeder against Cunningham. Pass to Duren. Cunningham on the wing. Shoots over Schroeder. Out to Harris. From outside the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Harris has got 14.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Schroeder passes to Johnson. Those three-pointers off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, D.A., you know, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Schroeder kicks to Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 6. And the shot is good from Johnson.
You can see when Cameron Johnson gets his rhythm, he is so effective on the offensive end.
Harris outside. Ivy a screen on Simmons. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Picked by Finney-Smith. Johnson, the pass to Schroeder. It's stolen by Cunningham. In the corner, Ivy with it. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists in the game. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. It's a 14-point game. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. Last season's performance for him. He put up about 13 points a game last season, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Thomas with the steal. To the middle. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. And here comes the break. Here's Ivy. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Here's Finney-Smith. Defended by Duren. Johnson can't hit.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Duren, the pass to Hardaway. Duren with the bounce pass. Ivy. Detroit keeping it alive. A new 14.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Now here's Simmons. Johnson sets the screen for Simmons. To the paint. Finney-Smith kicks to Thomas. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Out to Harris. Lets it go from deep. Brooklyn with the rebound. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. And the basket by Thomas. Thomas got 7 points in the game.
This guy is such a determined young player. Cam Thomas overcomes the contest.
And you talk about complementary pieces, Doris. Cam Johnson could fit on any team in the NBA.
And that is because, Kevin, he has got one of the most valuable skills in the game today. That's range shooting. He's got size and a quick release, and he just continues to grow on the defensive end.
Simmons against Harris. Pass to Thomas. Back to Simmons. 4 on the clock. Finney Smith with it. Launches a 3. It's tipped. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Pistons with possession. They're on a 15-5 run here. Outside Hardaway. Cunningham, a screen on Johnson. Hardaway against Johnson. Outside Hardaway. Over Johnson. Hardaway, no good. Nets trail by 18. On the wing, Johnson. Guarded by Hardaway. Schroeder against Cunningham. Schroeder dishes to Thomas. Over Ivy. Thomas, no luck.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
This is where the speed of Dennis Schroeder comes into play. When he's moving like this, the defender is in a tough spot.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Simone Fontecchio, he's checked in for Detroit. Malik Beasley comes in for Cade Cunningham. Schroeder hits them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Beasley, the pass to Durant. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Kicks it out to Beasley. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. 5th best, Nick Claxton.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Wilson, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. It's the Nets now. Simmons passes to Claxton. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to Fontecchio. Nailed from three-point land. Fontecchio's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, Malik Beasley, known as a pure scorer, but how about the setup of his teammate right there? That's a pretty pass.
And Finney Smith gets it to go. Finney Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Harris up top. Hardaway kicks to Harris. It's Beasley on the wing. Pocket 6. The 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hardaway with the steal. Now Detroit moving it up. Claxton with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Outside Thomas. Back to Simmons. Pass to Claxton. And here's Wilson. 6 to shoot. Simmons left side. Basket counts. He's got 6.
How creative has been Simmons, just sizing up the defense and pick and roll action.
Beasley dishes to Harris. Back to Beasley from deep. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And the Pistons lead by 16.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Fontecchio down low. He's against Wilson. Beasley, the pass to Durant. Knocked away. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Nets. Pass to Finney-Smith. To the wing on the left. Here's Wilson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first free throw of the game.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
So for the Nets, Clowney's checked in, and it's Williams in for Ben Simmons. Detroit also making some changes. Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duren, and Moore subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Stewart finds Beasley. Moore outside. Pass to Fontecchio. Over Wilson. And it's Fontecchio missing. Nets trail by 14. Right side, Williams. The 3 from Thomas. Rebounded by the Pistons. Beasley outside. Stewart passes to Moore. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Jenkins is checked in for the Pistons. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass to Clowney. Back to Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Drills it from outside. Thomas got 10.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Jenkins dishes to Harris. From deep 3-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some. Harris has got 20.
That's his 3rd triple this half, and that's after hitting only 1 before that.
Outside Thomas. Williams sends a screen for Thomas. The Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in, and then for Detroit, Swider's checked in. And it's Howland in for Jenkins. .114 left to play in the 3rd. Now Detroit moving it up. Here's Swider. Finishes the break with a slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Nets trail by 17. 1:02 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Clowney, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Detroit making a switch here. Moore's checked in. Detroit leading by 17. Pass to Holland. Now Beasley. The tray. Rebound by Williams. 36 seconds left in the 3rd. And another turnover here by Brooklyn. There's 31 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Beasley with the screen on Williams. And Moore kicks to Holland. Pass to Beasley. Over Johnson. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
You can't just stop
when there's a pick set up, gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Johnson. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Detroit finishing the quarter on a tremendous. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Nets trailed by 19. We've got Williams, also Johnson out there. Nicholas Claxton out there with Wilson. And it's Clowney in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Claxton with the bucket.
Well, he showed right there, this guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Moore passes to Fontecchio. Again, the Pistons score.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
A shot's good from Claxton. And that's now 9 points for Nick Claxton.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Fontecchio. Back to Beasley. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Inside, Claxton with the steal. Outside, Wilson. Pass to Johnson. Left side, Williams. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Top of the key jumper, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Beasley finds more. Fontecchio with it. Goes up from the top of the key. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wilson the pass to Williams. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Moore. Pistons leading by 16. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Beasley. Over Johnson. That one a little long. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Clowney. Outside Wilson. Now Johnson. Fires for 3. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Fontecchio's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hollins kicks to Moore. Pass to Fontecchio. Can they get it? Clowney pulls it in. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Nets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Jenkins, he's checked in for more. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Clowney, rebounded by the Pistons. Stewart's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here is Jenkins. They get the rebound. And that one's good, Fontecchio. Fontecchio's got 4 points this quarter.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Clowney. To the left wing. Hollins kicks to Jenkins. Now here's Beasley. Fires the three. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Now here's Wilson. He's guarded closely. There's the pick. To the inside. All by himself. Here's Holland. Right wing. Here's Jenkins. Another 3 for Detroit.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Beasley against Williams. Pass to Johnson. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Detroit making a switch here. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Holland. Ivy's checked in for Malik Beasley. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. The shake. Fontecchio, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Wilson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The free throw drops for Fontecchio. Nets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Schroeder against Cunningham. The 11-footer, and that one hits back iron. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Drives to the hoop. Ivy passes to Duren. Over Finney-Smith. Shot's good by Duren.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Schroeder up top, covered by Cunningham. Here's Wilson, kicks it out to Johnson. The Nets working the ball around now, and Finney-Smith gets it to go.
Boy, Finney-Smith in the zone right now. He's just taking what the defense gives him. He's confident, he's strong, he's efficient.
Harris outside. You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well, and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required to be amongst the smartest, most resilient players or teams in the NBA.
Thomas, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Count it. Harris has got 22.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Schroeder outside. BB thinking about Cam Thomas. When he gets on a roll, he is tough to stop.
Kevin, he reminds me a little bit of the microwave Vinnie Johnson back in the days of Detroit. When this guy is hot, get out of his way and let him do his thing.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Wilson. And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duren. Holland comes in for Tobias Harris. Beasley's checked in for Jaden Ivey. And it's Jenkins in for Cunningham. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Well, when you talk about the NBA going global, the last 6 MVPs, Doris, as you know, all international players.
Kevin, what I love about this is the NBA wants the best players, regardless of where they come from. There's a time where American players just dominated that award for years and years. Fact of the matter is, it's good for the game to get the baddest, best players in the world, and we've done that.
Got a piece of it. Simmons with it. Beasley covering. No good from Simmons. Detroit's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Hollins kicks to Jenkins. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Simmons. Beasley with the steal. Now Detroit moving it up. The shot by Stewart with no one around. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
3rd team foul.
2 shots, foul, elbow, 2.
That one is off.
Well, what you love about Malik Beasley is his willingness to always hunt for opportunities to score it. He understands what the strength of his game is, and he goes out and tries to execute.
Reedy's checked in for Jenkins. Shooter passes to Simmons. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. The Nets shooting a paltry 33% in the 4th. Not a good showing for this offense. Outside, Simmons. Down low. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Size and athleticism by Cam Johnson. How about that vertical?
Here's Holland. He's guarded by Thomas. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Nets. Johnson sets the screen for Simmons. Shoots over Fontecchio. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
The Pistons have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the 4th, exactly 50%. Fontecchio passes to Reed. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Schroeder against Beasley. Outside Thomas. Johnson surveying the floor. Beyond the arc. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Fontecchio. Pass to Beasley. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Detroit's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pistons.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Tobias Harris.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And it's good assisting on the play with Simmons.
Well, Schroeder is 6'1" with a thin frame, but make no mistake, he's got balance and the ability to play through contact.
Fontecchio, Thomas covering, Beasley. And just miss after miss right now. Simmons against Beasley. And Simmons kicks to Finney-Smith. Nice open look, but it's no good. Fontecchio with it. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient